Hello, this is Mr. Hanna and welcome to What's the Format. Today I would like to do hopefully a quick short video. It's quite a lot here, so I'll try to make it not too long. Composite figures, that means two or more. Now there's two ways to do the composite figures. We're either going to take a shape and subtract it from another shape, or we're going to take two shapes and we're going to add them together. Now, typically when we have two shapes and subtracting them, we only do the outside area minus the inside area. We don't usually do a lot of combined perimeter with this. Here, though, a lot of times they'll either say find the perimeter or area or both. So normally we go with formulas for shapes, but with composite figures, since they are unique shapes and they're so varying and different, we don't have set formulas. There's just too many combinations. So what you have to do is just look at the pieces and what things are. So perimeter is around here. So if this is 6, this is 6 because it's a rectangular shape. I would dash this across because I don't want to count that in the perimeter because it's covered. Remember, perimeter is around. It has nothing to do with the inside lengths. Okay, if this is 8, that's 8, which makes this 4. That's now the radius. Why 4? Because this is the diameter of this circle. It's half a circle, but that's still the diameter. Half of 8 is 4. That's how we get the radius. We take the diameter and cut it by 2. So now our circumference, which was 2 pi r, if we cut that in half, the 2's cancel, and our circumference is pi r. So if we find that, we're going to take 3.14 for pi, and we times it by 4, we get 16, carry the 1, that's going to be 5, and that's going to be 12, come in 2 decimal places, 12.56. So now for the perimeter, we just add those all up. So you got 6 plus 8 plus 12.56. So then the perimeter is 12 plus 8, that's 20, plus 12, 32, so 32.56, and then we put the centimeters, put the unit on there, and that is that. Now notice this doesn't follow a specific formula. The perimeter of a rectangle, we would usually add the other 8 in there, but we don't in this case because it's covered. You're going to have to be very careful on composite figures to really pay attention to what they give you, what's the around part. Now the area part is just going to be normal. We've got the area of the rectangle, so area is length times width, so we do 6 times 8, which is going to be 48. Now, this is interesting. The area formula for a circle is pi r squared, but we have half a circle, so we're going to divide that by 2. So now our area is 3.14 times, well, 4 times 4, 16, over 2. Now I like to do the division first because it makes my life easier, so that's 8. So now I got 3.14 times 8. So 8 times 4 is 32, carry the 3. 8 plus 3 is 11, carry the 1. 24 plus 1 is 25. We come in 2 decimal places. So now we have the area is that 48 that we got from the rectangle plus the 25.12, which we get from half a circle. 48, 25 should be 73.12, and then you just put your centimeters squared. And that's how you handle perimeter and area of a composite figure where you're adding. Now let's go over here to the subtracting. Now this is going to be a little bit a different situation for you. You can do it the long way. I'm going to give you a little bit of a shortcut here. Hopefully that makes sense. We take the outside area, that's 9. So that's pi times 9 squared. Because now we're just doing a full circle, pi r squared. We ignore the fact that there's a hole there. We want the area of the outside shape. Now we're going to subtract the area of the inside shape. So that's 3. So then we're going to go minus pi times 3 squared. Now, 9 squared is 81, so that's 81 pi, and then we're going to minus 3 squared is 9, so 9 pi. Now, you have 2 choices here. You can multiply 81 times pi, then 9 times pi, then subtract, but that's a lot more work and a lot more chances for mistakes. Since both of these have pi on them, we could just do the 81 minus 9. These are like terms. It's kind of like taking 81 apples minus 9 apples. We can just take the 81 minus 9. So we have 72 pi. But now then we have to do the math. So that's 3.14 times 72. So 2 times 4, 8. 2 times 1, 2. 2 times 3 is 6. Put the 0 because that's a decimal place over. 7 times 4 is 28. Carry the 2. 7 times 1 is 7 plus 2 is 9. And 7 times 3 is 21. Now when we add these together, that's going to give us 8. That's going to give us 10. Carry the 1. 1 plus 6, 7 plus 9 is 16. Carry the 1. 2 and 2, and we come in 2 decimal places, so you see 226.08. So we would write 226.08, and in this case I made it inches squared. And there you have it. That's how you do composite figures. You're going to have to do, well, word of caution. We're kind of conditioned. We see the number 1 or the number 2 or 3 next to a problem. We think it's one problem. Obviously in here, we did a lot more work than just one problem. We had to find first of all, the radius, that counts as a problem. Then we had to add these up. Then we had to find the circumference of half a circle. Okay, add all those up. Then we had to turn around and find the area of this and the area of half a circle. And you can see it starts to be a lot of work. The reason why I said word of caution is I see a lot of students, they oversimplify the problems. Okay, you can overcomplicate them, but you can also oversimplify them. So you need to be very careful about that. Just take it a piece at a time. Okay, find one piece and then know how to put them together. Add, subtract, multiply, divide, those are our operations. And composite figures with perimeter area, we're adding the outsides together. Okay, same thing with the area, we're adding the area together. For this kind of composite where you have a shape inside a shape, and you could have a circle inside of a rectangle, or a triangle, or triangle inside a circle, rectangle inside a circle. You just find the area of the biggest shape, the outside shape, and then you subtract the area of the smaller piece, the inside shape. And again, they don't usually do perimeter on those because it's more about just the area. So these are more area issues, but definitely when they put shapes together like this, they do like to find the combined perimeter and area. Anyway, hopefully this has been helpful. Composite shapes, 2 or more, infinite types of these problems. So it's one of those things you just have to start practicing and take it a step at a time. And if you run into questions, get help from your math teacher, or you could always send a picture of the problem to me at whattheformat@hotmail.com, and I'd be happy to do that problem on the board for you. Anyway, this has been Mr. Hanna. Thank you for watching. Happy mathing.